Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be reviewing Jason Wu Beauty. This is a fairly new brand. It is sold at Target for those of you guys that live in the US. It's also a very affordable brand as well. Everything I purchase is under 15 US dollars. The brand is also cruelty free, and also of course this brand is created by Jason Wu, who is a Taiwanese Canadian fashion designer. So I've been trying out his products, I would say, for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and I have my thoughts down. So if you guys are curious about this new brand and also my opinions on it, then please continue watching. I first want to touch on the shipping because that was quite expensive. If you do live internationally, I just want to share my experience with you. So I live in New Zealand and the shipping was 55 US dollars. I know, it's a lot, it's more than the products itself, but I did go ahead and split that with my friend Denise, who's also going to be doing a review on Jason Wu as well. So I'll leave her video link down below. It might be uploaded after my review, but I'll leave it below because I think that would be quite helpful because she got a lot more things than I did, and also the products that I did pick up she got as well, but in different shades. So if you want to see the products that I got in different colors, then I would recommend you check out her video as well. And also she does review more Korean makeup, so I feel like she can compare that to Korean cosmetics, where I compare mine more to Western products. That was the shipping, so we ended up paying about like 22 US dollars each. I picked up 7 products and I'm just gonna go in the order in the way that I would do my makeup. So the first product we have is their Groomed by Mr. Wu brow pencil. I got mine in the darkest shade and this is 12 US dollars. The packaging is very similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz, the NYX micro brow pencil, which is my favorite. I like the shape of the brow pencil and how you can be quite precise with this. I will say that the color is a little bit too dark for me right now. I am planning to dye my hair a little bit darker as winter is rolling around for me, but it is a little bit too dark for me right now. I think it is an okay brow pencil. I don't think it's the worst I've ever used. I don't think it's the best. It does seem quite waxy because if you go over it too many times, it can sort of start skipping over the product. I think with me and my brow experience is going to be really different from a lot of people because my brows are really sparse. So I'm directly drawing this onto my skin and it does work well, but sometimes I find that it can be a little bit patchy. Definitely workable, but it's probably not a brow pencil I'm going to repurchase. I'm just going to continue using my NYX micro brow pencil, and I think that one's a little bit cheaper than this. However, it is good, it's just not my favorite. And then speaking about the brow powder, this is their Brows Before Boys eyebrow and hairline powder, and this is 14 US dollars. I got mine in the shade number 2 Gust, which is the darkest shade, and it comes with 3 different shades in here, which I do like. I like how the pans are a lot bigger as well. You are getting a lot of product because it's sort of like a 2-in-1 product because it's for your hairline too. So like I mentioned earlier, that I feel like when I use these 2 brow products in conjunction, sometimes I feel like my brows can look a little bit patchy. Like I gotta really make it work, and I feel like I take a little bit longer than usual when I do my brows with these products. I don't know if it's just because it's like a lot darker than my previous brow products, but I do notice that how it is a little bit patchy. I can tell a difference from this brow powder to my Anastasia brow powder, so I'm still debating if I want to pick up a new brow powder from Anastasia again or just keep using this one. But I have used this for my hairline and I really like it. I think it's very subtle. I haven't used any other hair lining filling products before. I would use black eyeshadow, so obviously this is much more subtle and it does look really nice, like to fill in the hairline. I did a little shading in my hair today, not too much, but I really like it for that, and I like how the pan is big enough to dip your brush in there. For now, I am using it for my hairline and brows, but maybe in the future it might just be my hairline type of product because I do find that it can be a little bit patchy when I'm filling in my brows. But if you already have very thick brows, then I think you wouldn't have a problem with this. It's just I'm pretty much drawing this directly onto my skin because I have very sparse brows. Not my favorite brow powder. I haven't tried that many brow powders, honestly. I think I've only tried the Anastasia one. But compared to Anastasia, there is a big difference, but there's also a big difference in the price. And next up, I have their eyeshadow palette. These are their Flora 9 palettes, and I got mine in the shade number 3 Desert Rose. So there's 3 different palettes of these. One is an all matte, and I think Denise got the one that has a little bit more shimmers in it. I think this one was the most balanced, where it has mattes and shimmers because I didn't want to go all matte because I wanted to test out their metallic finish. So this is $15 US, which is pretty good. It's almost similar to ColourPop's price range. So this palette is going to be extremely light. I feel like this would be a good daily, everyday palette. If you're just going to work or going to school, you just need a shadow to wash over your lids. I think this is a really good palette to have. I think if you have a deeper complexion, then this might be really hard to use because they are just really, really light. And even for me, I would have loved if there was one darker shadow in here to use as eyeliner. And I feel like actually all of his palettes run fairly light. They have that sort of like off-duty model vibe. I think the matte shadows do blend out really well though. I didn't have any issues with that. I think a lot of people were saying that they didn't like the metallic shadows in here, which to me personally, I actually like. These are definitely more on the sparklier side, so they have a lot of specks of glitters in there. I wouldn't say it's the most like intense sparkle. If you're comparing it to the Urban Decay Moon Dust eyeshadows, then there is a difference there. They're not my favorite metallics, but I think they are pretty. I think they would work better as like eyeshadow toppers, which is what I did for today's eye look. I can see myself using this palette again, but it's definitely not my favorite just because it's a little bit too light for me. I wish there was a little bit more variation with the mattes there. It could have been a good palette, like a good staple everyday palette, but I think I just needed something a little bit deeper. However, I really do like the lighter shades for transitions or for more natural days for sure. I also did pick up one of the Celestial Lush liquid eyeshadows. I have mine in the shade Jane Doe, and this is $12 US. So personally for me, I don't really like using cream eye products other than like my eye primer, but this one I feel like didn't really create an impact for me to whip this out and use it. I think the effect that it gives, I feel like a metallic shadow could give. It's not like extremely foiled or glittery or high shine where it's worth to take this out. I think it works as a really great base, and because it is a liquid, it does dry down. This will definitely last longer than a powder eyeshadow would. Totally. I just personally didn't find it so impactful. I think you wouldn't even tell that I'm using a liquid eyeshadow. You probably just think I'm just using a typical powder eyeshadow, and I will just continue using it because I don't want to waste it, but I'll probably just use it sort of as an eye base and then put other eyeshadows on top. I just feel like I've seen other liquid shadows that are, you know, more impactful, whether it's more on the foiled side or where it's more on the glittery side. This one to me just gives the same effect as a metallic shadow. I did pick up one of his lip liners. These are the Stay in Line lip pencil, and I got mine in the shade number 3 Sill, and this shade is really, really light on me, which I'm so bummed out by because I do like this lip pencil. It is $10 US, by the way. I would say it's very comparable to ColourPop's lip liners, where they are very, very creamy. Maybe with the Jason Wu one, you do get more product because it is much longer, so maybe it does work out to be cheaper than ColourPop's one. If you like ColourPop's lip liners, then you would definitely like this one. It's just I got a shade that is way too light. It doesn't really, you know, contour or line my lips. It just kind of washes me out. Next up, I have their liquid lipstick. This is called their Honey Fluff liquid lipstick, and I got mine in the shade Royal, and this is $12 US. So the formulation on this liquid lipstick definitely reminds me of, I think it's the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks, where they are quite like moussey and they feel very thin. It does take a while to dry down to a matte. For me, this is a little uncomfortable to wear. I do think it is quite drying. It does emphasize the fine lines on your lips, and it does sort of suck out the moisture on your lips, but I do like the color of this. I think this color is really pretty, so I definitely do see myself wearing it again, but I just think it's a little bit too drying for my preference. I don't really like liquid lipsticks generally unless they are more on like the velvety type of finish, and this one is just a very drying liquid lipstick. It does feel very lightweight and thin on the lips, but because of that, I do find that it sort of skips a little bit. Like, it's not as opaque as a liquid lipstick, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say I hate it, because if I hated it, I would never wear it again. I do see myself wearing it again, but it's probably not the most comfortable or my favorite formulation to wear on my lips. Okay, so we have one last product, and I feel like every product that I have tried so far was just sort of mediocre. Nothing really stood out to me, but I guess I saved the best for last. It just naturally happened. This is their Hot Fluff lipstick. I have mine in the shade number 5 Eclair. It is a 3-in-1 product, so you can use it on your eyes, your cheeks, and also your lips, and this is $12 US. I did test it out on my eyes, my cheeks, and my lips. I'm actually wearing it on my cheeks and lips today, but on the cutaways, I filmed it on a different day to show you how to work it on your eyes, your cheeks, and your lips. And if you follow me on TikTok, I did already show this product because I just loved it that much. I think this one is such a standout product, and I feel like it's not a gimmicky product, because usually when you hear 3-in-1 or 2-in-1, you can use it for this, you can use it for that. Typically you would only use it for, I don't know, just a lipstick, right? But I actually really like this as a one and done eyeshadow look, and I actually like it as a cream blush. I think it blends out so well. It is creamy enough where it's very easy to blend, but it doesn't crease. The finish is quite matte, you know, like it's such a workable type of product, and it's so worth it because you will definitely use up all the products in here for $12 US. You can use this as eyeshadow, blush, and lips. You will go through this fairly quickly if you are using it every day. If you just take a little makeup bag to work or something, this would, you know, sort out 3 steps for you. I think it's just so worth it. And also this color, don't even get me started on this shade. Like, this is the one product that I want to get more shades in because I think it's so worth it, and I really like it on my eyes, my cheeks, and my lips, and having just this beautiful monochromatic, fresh, simple look. It's so easy to do. Obviously, if you're wearing on your lips, wipe off the product and then apply it to your eyes, but it doesn't feel like sticky or anything. I don't know, it just feels like you're using a cream eyeshadow or a cream blush and then just a regular old lipstick, and the lipstick dries down pretty matte, and it doesn't feel uncomfortable or anything. Like, I love this lipstick. It's one of my favorites. I love the monochromatic packaging. Just like, this product is my absolute favorite from Jason Wu, so I definitely will pick up more in the future. Maybe once they come out with more products in their line, I will make a second purchase and pick up more of these because I really enjoyed this one. Alright, so those were the 7 products that I did pick up from Jason Wu Beauty. I'm sure you can tell which one is my recommendation and which one is my favorite. I just love the lipstick. This is a holy grail product of mine now. This would be definitely going into my top drawer for sure. Everything else, like, it was good. Like, it's not bad products, but I think in those categories, I already have other formulations that I like more, like the brow products. I have, you know, my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, my Anastasia Brow Powder, eyeshadows. There are just so many other eyeshadows that I do prefer. The eyeshadow palette would probably be my second favorite out of what I purchased, because I do like the shades in here for like a really soft glam, and I know not everybody wears as much makeup as I do, so everything else was nice. Like, it did work. Like, nothing was really bad. I mean, I've been testing this product out for the past 2 weeks consistently, and if I really didn't like anything, I wouldn't use it again, and I have been using these repeatedly, so it's not bad to a point where, you know, I hate it, but it's not exactly where I love it so much where I would highly recommend it, other than the lipstick. The lipstick I really love. Like, that lipstick just chef's kiss. However, that is just my personal take on Jason Wu Beauty. I'm really excited to see Denise's review. If you guys did enjoy this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up for me. I would appreciate it so much if you did. I would love to know your thoughts down below as well. What do you guys think of Jason Wu Beauty? Have you guys already picked up something? Are you going to? I would love to know your thoughts down below. That is going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!